I'm Chelsea Zaccato.
And I'm Natalie Heacock.
And this is Lumber Slingers.
Each podcast, we will be bringing you relevant and useful industry information, including interviews with top lumber professionals and discussion of current events in the industry.
Whether it be lumber grading, industry and market trends, or who's who in lumber, we hope to extend your current tally on industry knowledge. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. We just did something fun before we started. We watched the new Taylor Swift music video, Opalite, dropped this morning, and it was really cute. What did you think?
It was hilarious. I was actually legit laughing. Like it's very.
Please leave.
Like,
the part where they please leave.
Oh, it's really funny. It's not like a normal music video where it's like the dancing and stuff like that. It's like it's very. I don't know. It's almost like a sketch. Really, it's really funny. Like it's just. I don't know. I literally was laughing the whole time. I thought that was a very fun, amusing music video, especially the first time when you don't know what's going to happen. You're like, what's the same?
Yeah. She's so smart, too, the way everything means something, It's like every little... Yeah. But that was cute because she was on the Graham Norton show, which is like a British talk show where they like sit around and there's multiple stars at once. It's like they're sitting in a living room talking, but she was on that show. And so every person that was a guest that day that she was on the show plays a part in the music video.
So that happened before this?
Yeah, that happened like, I don't know, that was like a year ago maybe, or maybe less than that. But so that's
You think
funny.
it was planned before that, or was that somewhere she was like,
I don't think so. I think that the that last part of the video where that actor was like, I'm trying to figure out how to get into a Taylor Swift music video.
And she was like,
And she's like, And then she just does it. That was pretty cool.
No, that was fun. Like that's a big departure from anything that I recall seeing like her do. It was very, it was just funny. Like I said, like it was.
Yeah, it's funny.
Humorous.
It's entertaining.
It was like a little, I don't even know how to say it. It's like a sketch, honestly. It
was like
fun.
a little sketch, yeah.
And it came like
a little sitcom.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I love it.
Oh my goodness, that was good. That was a fun little surprise. Like I didn't know that was
fun way to start. Fun way to start our day. So, how are things going for you? Any fun updates in your life?
Oh, the little one turned 7 yesterday. So, happy birthday, Quinn. Heartbreak.
Little sweet.
I keep telling her she's 6 still because I can't accept the fact that she's 7.
I know.
She did have a shirt that said that we bought for her to wear yesterday. That said, I used to be 6, now I'm 7. So that she could walk around all like 6, 7, and it was pretty fun. So, no, it was a fun birthday. She said it was her best birthday ever. She came home. We have like K-pop decorations everywhere. She got
that's
sang happy
awesome.
birthday twice at school yesterday. So that was pretty exciting. And then went to her favorite restaurant, JC's, for Mexican. Then went to Chuck E. Cheese, or as my dad kept calling it, Chunky Cheese, which was hilarious. I did not correct him because it's a funny name. He's like, so when's Chunky Cheese time? It's such a better name.
It's very accurate. Very accurate.
And then she got to play a little Fortnite because it was her birthday, so she got to play during the week. And then she opened up some of her presents, so she got some Blackpink stuff because Blackpink's in your area. And then some other fun stuff. So it was a fun day. It was a fun day.
Awesome. Well, happy birthday to Quinn. That's a good birthday. It sounds like she had the best day. She did quite a bit.
Day ever. How about you? How's life?
Good. Had a little mini trip this week. Was in Arizona. And it was nice. Saw the sun, felt some warmth, some vitamin D. And then came back yesterday. I was at the office. We had a full office yesterday. It was really good to see everybody and see everybody's kind of like amped up and excited for the year and feeling super optimistic and finding new opportunities. So it's really good. So it's fun time to be in the lumber biz, I would say.
No, it is. I mean, I think that it's good because February, like you said, you're starting to see a lot of movement across the board of just, people fully back in gear, from over the holidays. Like all that stuff is in the past now. We're already a month past. We need to get our butts in gear now, So there's almost like a sense of urgency now where it's like, it's already February. All right, let's get going.
Can you believe it's already February? My gosh.
No, I can't. It's awful. It's awful. But
awful.
It's exciting, but again, it almost makes you feel like you're already a month behind.
It does. It's kinda like, "Oh my gosh, did you do anything?"
I'm like, I don't even know what I did in January. Like, I feel like I lost a month already.
I know, it really does feel like that.
It's crazy,
But
but I mean,
gosh,
yeah, I
the
mean, things
lumber world keeps on moving,
it
we don't stop
does.
for
I mean, it
anybody.
keeps trucking. I mean, there's more news. I mean, you're seeing more changes, not I wouldn't say necessarily more than before, but I mean, we're also getting into, starting to see more earnings come out. There wasn't a whole lot that came out this week, so I think I might punt that until next week because you're going to see a
Okay.
little bit more, I think, by that one, just to kind of get more of a like a collective of them to kind of see. But I mean, it's been all over the board. I mean, you've seen some up, some down. I mean, it's been interesting to see, just a little bit sprinkle in. But I think once you start seeing the bulk of things, it'll kind of be able to give you more of a full picture of things. And I mean,
Yeah.
so there's been, some positive stuff coming out recently, about like, expansions, which we'll get into and stuff. So it's just been kind of interesting. Like, mergers and acquisitions have been going on. One thing that happened recently was this is one that we spoke about before, but the Rainier and the PotlatchDeltic merger officially closed. Had gotten approvals a couple weeks ago before that, and it's officially been closed now. So they are now one company.
Okay.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the coming months because they right now they're going under the Rainier name, but they're going to be I forget how they phrased it exactly. They said they're going to retain the name and the common stock will stay under the same ticker, but they intend to announce a new name and ticker symbol later in this quarter. So I'm going to be
Ooh.
interesting what it is because Potlatch Deltic, I mean, they just kind of pushed them together when they had that happen with them. So
Yeah. Rain pot. Hey, if you guys wanna hire us, we will, for a small consulting fee, come up with your new name, and it'll be
exactly.
fire. So, don't
Yeah.
give it away, Trent. Don't give any
Nope,
more hints away, because
I
I
won't.
know we have some fire in our up our sleeves,
And I know that you will
potentially.
come up with a great logo because you have an eye for logos.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That'll be another consulting fee, but call us, text us, beep us,
Yep, page us.
page us if you wanna reach us.
Probably half the people are like, "What's a page?"
Yeah, I know. Gosh, we really are dating ourselves on this
Oh
show.
my goodness. Well, I mean, I listen to MP3 still, remember? So,
Yeah,
it's right on brand.
I can't forget that.
It's on brand. Another thing that was announced this week that was, a fun thing I like to say because whenever people, kind of are able to progress in their career, I found that to be positive is Romack. I think we've spoken about them before on the show. But they announced the retirement of their CEO, Don. So, anytime someone gets to retire, I think it's celebration. I mean, it's a positive
Yeah.
story, across the board there. And congratulations for Don for his career. He led Romack for, I believe it was 28 years. So his
Wow.
last day is going to be coming up on the 13th of February, but he's going to stay on as an advisor to kind of, keep, kind of keep his, helping a little bit. But the transition that said Dan Roebuck the third is going to be taking over as CEO, and Jake Trapp, who's their current COO, is going to be the president. So congratulations to everyone involved. Retirements, promotions, kind of a new generation coming in, so to speak. For leadership. So it's exciting. It's an exciting time.
It's an exciting time. So, okay, so Don Magruder is retiring and then Dan Roebuck is coming in. So,
He's already been
is
there.
it
He's been there
okay,
before.
so
So
it's
he's
is
yep.
it is it Magruder and Roebuck equal Romack? Magruder, Roebuck. I
You
don't
know
know.
what? Now that you mention that, I think you could be on something there. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That might be it.
Yeah, yeah. Either way, they're posed for good things in the future, with that leadership team. So excited to see what comes over the coming years for them.
Out of Florida. Awesome. Well, congrats on the retirement, and, that's exciting that we have another 3rd generation coming in to lead the company. That's great.
So one other thing that came out, and this just happened the other day, that came out from Roseburg. It was an interesting press release. I'm gonna read this verbatim because I think their wording is very important to everything. Says that
Okay.
Roseburg Forest Products announced the strategic realignment of production at 2 Oregon mills, building on a multi-year investments to modernize operations and strengthen its long-time competitive position. What does that mean? So basically, it says going forward that specialty plywood production previously split between Riddle and you're gonna have to help me on this one because I'm sure I'm gonna miss.
Coquille.
Oh, okay, so that's what I was thinking, Coquille. I didn't know if there was some other because I know that sometimes Oregon's got some interesting pronunciations for names, and not like Chicago.
I know. Believe me,
Is
when I moved
being
here, it was a whole thing.
you're like what?
Yeah, Coquille.
So It was previously between, Riddle and Coquille, is now being consolidated at Coquille, while Riddle will continue producing plywood, sheathing, and underlayment. So, it's not like there's going to be a closure of either of them, but they are shifting the production. So, by doing that, the key kind of, news that come out of that other than just that is that it will result in a reduction of staffing, at the Riddle Plywood facility, and it's gonna affect roughly 146 positions, as of this week.
Wow.
So they're trying to, they said they are trying to, help for find positions for them at other facilities and also, kind of give them some resources so they can't. So, I mean, that is the negative aspect about this, obviously. So, anyone that is looking for, team members, please reach out to Roseburg because, that'd be great to, help,
Yeah.
maybe find some positions for some people there too.
Yeah, absolutely. Realignment.
So, yeah, I think that one, it's an interesting one because it's not a complete shuttering, they're
Right.
transitioning it, so it's more like a yeah, so, I mean, the one thing is that I didn't see in here is they never, that I recall reading here, really truly, establishes this gonna be less production then, and how much less? They never really established that on here, so, I mean, I'm not sure about that. I'd be interested, if they
Yeah.
that comes later, so, I mean
And they did that, they just closed down the hardwood plywood
mhm,
mill, or they didn't they? Like,
yep.
recently, they had some so
It was in Weed, California, right? Yep. Weed, California was a closure that happened last year, and it was for veneer. That's what it was.
Souvenir, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so probably just, again, another thing where they're just focusing on certain products that make sense. Don't make dollars, don't make sense.
Yep. Oh, that's good. I don't know if I've never heard that before. Well done.
Like I said, hire us.
Jeez, mini Christmas. That was
I think it's
fire.
a rap song. I think it's a rap song. I can't take,
Yeah, whatever. You should
I can't
coin that and make the ears. Awesome. That was good. Oh, good job. Well played. I like that. On the opposite end, one thing that that we've been seeing is some more openings of locations also. So, like for example, 84 Lumber had mentioned that they're opening a new store in California in La Mirada, I'm sorry,
Mhm,
in
mhm.
California. And I would encourage you to look at the press release because it has a picture of the building, and the building is really cool. Like, I think it looks really sleek on there.
Click it.
Just a little, shameless plug to go to
Wow,
Red Book Lumber Data and click on the article there, or our
fancy.
newsletter, Lumber Newswire, because it's a pretty cool.
26,500 square feet. Lumber, windows, hardwood, interior trims, timbers, outdoor living packages, and more. It's like a freaking superstore if you're
I know, right?
remodeling or working on your house.
So I thought that was kind of a cool little thing there. I like when they have pictures like that because it kind of makes you a little bit. I think that made me more excited. I was like, oh, it's pretty awesome.
Did you see that their media relations person's name is Amy Smiley? What a great
Yeah,
name.
I think that is,
And
yeah,
her email
yeah,
address is
yeah, yeah, that is
mysmiley.
for, yes, yes, for him. Yep,
Mysmiley at
yep,
84lumber.com.
yep.
That's
That's
awesome.
pretty
Great
awesome,
name.
isn't it?
Cool. Well, go
Love
check
it.
it out if you're in La Meridia, California.
Yep. Now on to kind of some of the other stuff we go on, with the pricing and mortgage rates and things of that nature. Madison's lumber prices for effect as of January 30th show that they were down $2. So percent wise, basically 0%, roughly give or take, it's basically under, 1%. From the previous week when it was 496. So in this week, 494. Still up 7% or $34 from a month ago. So, not, I'd say you could almost just say they kind of almost held steady, so to speak. Obviously
Same.
not, but
Yeah.
pretty close. In a similar vein, when you're looking at the mortgage applications, I shouldn't say similar, I should say opposite vein for that. The applications did decrease this week again, which we had seen, I think I would decrease last week as well. So they decreased from 8.9% from a week earlier.
Which
Now
is
with
interesting. I think we thought there'd be some corrections in that, but
yeah,
there's also just, I think we're the weather of it all. I mean, we're facing insane snowstorms in half of the country
yep,
and cold, it's like
been
people aren't
terrifying
looking at
to move.
houses or listing
No,
their houses or
no.
applying to buy a house in those areas where you can't even get out your driveway. So
Yep.
I'm sure
Now I
that
will
has something
say
to do with it because the rates are like, they're so close to five,
yep,
6.11. Like, come on
yep,
now.
and that's where I was going with the the not much movement. I kind of shot myself in the foot on that one because there hasn't been much. Like you said, 6.11 last week, 6.10. So very, pretty steady across the board there. And I mean, for what it's worth, where I live in the Midwest, in the Chicagoland area, we're going to be seeing, some warmer weather than we have been. It's going to be getting up in the
Mhm.
40s in the next week. So, maybe if we see some, less extreme weather, maybe you'll see a little bit of movement there for people. I mean, I agree though.
Yeah.
It's a rough time because you're seeing unseasonably cold weather across the whole US, even in the South. I mean, my friend down there had 32 in Tampa. That's you don't get 32s in Tampa. So, it's
Well, we've
just
been living in a different world in Oregon. It's been beautiful out. I mean, yesterday it was 65 degrees. It's dry and sunny. And my in laws are visiting right now. Shout out to Anna and Dave. They've been helping with Frankie. Thank God for them. But they are here, from Sault Ste. Marie, and they've been getting just pummeled with snow. We got
Mhm.
stuck there. They've had 2 feet of snow since we left, in the beginning of January. So the tree in their front yard, you can't see it anymore. That's how high the snow is. So they come here and they think, "It's summertime." Like, they're
Yep.
like, "It's summer out." Like, it's
Mhm.
so funny. I'm like, "But it is unusually nice." Now, to tie that into the rates, I got a report yesterday for the housing market in Portland, and it did say that it's a very strong market right now. I mean, so if we're tying it to weather, and I think it said like the homes that are in the 1 million to $1.5 million range are just
Mhm.
absolutely in a frenzy. Like tons of applications, tons of purchases happening right now. So it's interesting. It's interesting, if it really is weather related, once things thaw out, we could see some major, activity in
Mhm.
the real estate market. So
Yeah.
see what
Well,
happens, how the mortgage applications come up.
yeah, it'll be interesting also just to see how the weather goes in, because I mean, in the Midwest, it can change at the drop of a dime, so you never know. But
Mhm.
it'll be interesting if people kind of have that reaction. Because I mean, to your point, like it was in the negative. So when we went and got gas on Sunday, it was funny because like almost every single guy that was pumping gas wasn't wearing a jacket because like it's like summer. So I mean, I think you see that mentality when it even gets so next week being 40, people are going to be like, this is awesome. So I think that even those quick changes can make people that are maybe on the fence start to be like, all right, let's, maybe look at something and maybe, pull the trigger if they weren't going to do it before. But once
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
we'll have to see. I mean, it'll be interesting over the coming weeks to see if there is any change, across the board because, like I said, the rates are staying there right now. And I mean, I mean, if we got into five, though, I think that regardless of the weather, you're going to see people going, whoop.
Be popping off. Pop, pop, pop. Questions, since we're done talking about liver now. We have the Super Bowl coming up this weekend. So
Hmm.
I'm just very curious. Are you going to A, watch the Super Bowl? B, what snacks are you eating? C, what team do you think is gonna win? What's your prediction, Trent?
I am going to watch it because we're going to go over to my sister's. We're going to make Quinny and I, because she got some cooking stuff for her birthday in our Thermomix. We're gonna make mashed potatoes for a side, and then we're gonna make mac and cheese. Fresh mac and cheese for the kids. And I think we're gonna have pork for the other thing, and I'm not sure. We'll have probably some other appetizers. And as far as winning, I mean, I hope Seattle, but but do I care? I don't honestly care either way.
So you hope Seattle, but what's your prediction?
Seattle. We'll go with Seattle. I
Okay.
think that they have the stronger chance overall, and I think that they will win, and I hope they do. But either way, I don't honestly care that much because, like, I don't have a dog in the horse. I mean, after the Bears went out, it just
Dog
like
and the horse?
it just. I mean, horse is dog in the
What
fight.
is
Yeah, it's
that?
like,
That's a new
hey,
one.
it's Friday, all right.
Oh, that's
At
awesome.
least you caught that one. Thank you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. How about yourself?
Okay, so yes, I'm watching. As far as snacks go, I did mention my in-laws are here, so I won't have to like lift a finger. My husband and his mom are going to be like dancing around the kitchen, making everything. So I need to stay out of the way. They are much better in the kitchen than I am. So I'm sure I'm going to be I'll be satisfied. They'll have a lot going on. I think we're gonna make some dips. My husband likes to make chicken, they're really good at making chicken wings, and so
Oh,
they have a special method and makes it really crispy and delicious.
that-
And then I think we'll have probably my husband also makes a queso, his famous
mm,
queso. Anytime he brings it anywhere, people are like, "Give me this recipe," and it's like really just like 3 ingredients. It's very easy.
well, I want this recipe
Um,
already because I love queso.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it's literally like Velveeta. It's a can of stewed tomatoes
Mm-hmm.
and a can of jalapenos,
Mm-hmm.
but they have to be like the right jalapenos in the glass jar.
Okay. Yeah,
And
okay.
the stewed tomatoes are also a particular stewed tomato.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll send you a picture. But, so that's what we'll be eating. And then it's funny because I love this year. As somebody who grew up in a Chiefs household and has been having really stressful years.
Mm-hmm.
I love that I don't have to care. I didn't have to care all through the playoffs. It was such a relief to me to just have a break this year. And so I live in the Pacific Northwest. I should technically be going for the Seahawks, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. I actually really hated the Patriots for a very long time. I think these are the teams I don't really want to be watching in the Super Bowl.
Yep.
However, good friend Allison, my girl over in Boston. She's a Pats girly. Not a big, but she's more into hockey. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stand with her and our New England area customers at Patrick Lumber, and I'm going to say that the Patriots are gonna win. I will be rooting for the Patriots.
Word
And
odds.
I can't
Oh
even believe
boy.
I'm saying that, and I can't believe that's coming out of my mouth because I I didn't like Bill Belichick, so I'm just now I can root for them since he's not there. He's too
Now
busy
with it,
with his 21-year-old girlfriend.
he still should have made it in the Hall of Fame. I don't care. That's
I
that's
know,
a
I
whole
know.
different argument.
That was
Still
screwed
should
up.
have made
That
it.
was
That was
screwed up.
crazy. Come
Yeah,
on. Uh,
it's crazy.
yeah, the word odds. All right. Well, we'll see. So we're gonna see
Yeah,
who
no, I think
ends
it's
up
kind of fun for me and you to have this little
little
we'll see
rivalry.
next week who wins. Should we like bet on? Should we bet something?
That's a good idea. I'll have to think of something.
Ooh, company swag.
Ooh,
Okay,
okay.
so if I win, you have to send me a shirt or a hat, and if you
Mhm.
win, I'll send you a shirt or a hat.
Alright, I like that, I like that. I don't have any, Patrick swag. I don't think you have any 526 swag, which I
I
do have some
don't.
that are very, very fun swag. I even wore the hat that I have, and my wife and many other people told me I looked good in it, so I was surprised about that. So, it's good looking swag. It's good looking swag.
Okay, well, it's on. We'll bet on swag, the
Let's
cost of
do
our
it.
own companies
I love it.
and marketing.
Yes.
Awesome, Trent. Well, hey, man, it was so good to see you. We missed
Yep.
Natalie today. She's traveling, so she'll be back next week with us. And thanks for all the news updates, Trent. Appreciate it.
Yep, yep. Everyone have a wonderful weekend, go Seahawks.
Go Pats. Bye.